So if you decide, I've been saying that what the actions we do that depict love should be backed with real love, not to do for the sake of, like, for example, giving. You give with a heart of love, not just to give when something is hidden behind your giving. The Bible says that is nothing. Let us train ourselves to become genuine. Let us look at this man Judas, who was with Jesus, walking with Jesus. Even the day he hugged Jesus, he was hugging to show the enemies that this is the one. But with a hug, everybody would think a hug is love. Oh, Judas loves Jesus so much, so he hugs Jesus. But behind Judas, there was an explanation that this is the one I mean, that is going to be sacrificed. So as we give in whatever we are doing, let us know that there is this God, the author of love. Because for him, what he did to us, whatever he has tried to do for humanity, he does it with a heart of love to us all. Like John 3:16 says, that for God so loved the world that he gave in his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Look at this. The giving of God has its own explanation behind it. That his love is explained. That let me give in my Son to cause redemption to those that were going to be destroyed. If today I decide to say, let me do an act of love, to give with love, I say, let me give this to this person, such that this person does this and this. So many people have not had that explanation like Jesus did, like God did. In his giving, he put something that we are going to benefit out of his giving. What you're giving out of love must have a result. If it doesn't have a result, it's going to be a curse in the hands of the person you've given, even to you. So let us develop again. Let us train ourselves to have a heart of love. There is where I went, and these people are saying, you have to beg. If you want anything, you beg, ask. You have to ask. You have to ask. Like, it's because she had to beg me. If she doesn't beg me, I won't give her anything. She didn't beg. That means such a person or such people don't have love at all in their hearts. Like, if I see somebody, if I see a need in somebody, I don't need somebody even to just come to me and tell me, please give me this. If somebody comes before me if a woman comes to me with a child hungry, in torn clothes, she does not need to tell me, Madam, please give me a dress I put on. You see mine is torn. Automatically in my heart, I'll just go to my wardrobe, get a dress and give to this woman because I've seen she's in need. So if you wait to see somebody in need and then you wait a chance to come and beg me, you don't have any kind of love in you. You are not kind. A person with kindness, the Bible says that love is kind. A person with a kind heart doesn't wait to anybody to ask. It is automatic. You just sit and you just feel pity. You just feel you're kind. I say, oh my God, somebody is in this situation. You just run and bring a dress. You just run and bring somebody for that person in need. If you're waiting to bless somebody because he has to beg you, my dear, my brother, you're not kind, you don't have love, you are in bondage, and you won't have a blessing. You know that many of us are giving, and once we give, we want to publicize everyone to know, you see, I gave this, you see, I gave this. What does the Bible say about this giving we are giving? The Bible says, if one hand gives, don't let another one know that you have given. but us, because who is the rewarder after all? The rewarder is His Majesty, who sees our hearts of love, who sees our actions of love, who sees us that we have kind hearts to give others in need, because it is more blessing to give than to receive. So He sees it already, that this woman needs a blessing because she did not have even to announce. If you want to do something for somebody, if you want to bless somebody, you don't have to first announce to XYZ, I'm doing this, I'm gonna do this for somebody, I'm gonna do this for somebody. You are looking for your reward from humans. But the reward of the true love and the true giving is God, the author of love, His Majesty. So we need to develop such kind hearts. We need to train ourselves. There is an example of a woman I heard about. For her, if a stranger was walking around, like bypassing her house, and now her house had trees which had good shades. And in Africa, it shines a lot. Sometimes it is hot. So this stranger comes. It was a lady. She entered. She laid under the tree shade. And while there, this woman came. Oh, my dear, how are you? Are you sick? Please come to the house. She took the stranger to the house. She greeted her so well. She made tea. She made good fruits. Everything she gave her. After oh, my dear, where were you going? No, madam, you see, I had just rested. I had a rest here because I was tired. But I was not your visitor. I had just rested a bit. I was, oh, okay, it's good that you have taken something. You have now enough energy to continue on your journey. Can you imagine such a heart? This one was filled with love. Whoever would go around her would just see God's love around her. My dear, let us try to develop love. Some people have accumulated so many things. You have a lot of things in your house. Some things you don't even use. You're piling there. You say you are too greedy. Some people are too greedy, When you're too greedy, you can't be kind. You feel everything. That one is mine. This one is mine. Some people are not kind. Some people are corrupt because they are not kind. For example, you hear some cases, like some monies come here. Sometimes for money for the sick. For example, for HIV/AIDS people, for some people to help the orphans. No, because people are greedy and are not kind, they don't mind. They just think about constructing their own houses in the villages, so they steal billions of money, run to the villages, put their very big, huge houses. They leave them there. Now come back to the city, drive very huge vehicles, and now they feel, I'm well. No kindness, no love at all. Not even considering that the person who touched his money to give has had heart, had love for a person in need. So we need to come back to our senses. Yes, you have built that house. Sometimes you go to that house even once a year. You go there maybe for Christmas, in that country home, you come back. But that money was for some purpose, to help somebody in need. So I appeal to us all that let us try to have love again. We need to have love. God is love Himself. He has loved us. The reason why we are seeing now battles after battle. You see this one waging war against this country, waging war against another. This one putting on this weapon, another bringing this other mega weapon. That competition, no love. No love at all. We need to develop love. That's why we see that even in our families, things are chaos. Love between children is already a rope. You don't love your sister. You don't love your brother. You don't feel good when they get something better than what you have. You feel bad about somebody's achievement. But you are in the same family. You are people from the same womb. But no love. There is no love. The Bible says that love does not envy. You know what that means? If somebody gets something better, you would rejoice with that person. But some people just feel bitter about it. How come you got this? I don't blame your character that maybe you have a bad character, maybe the devil is within you. It's only because you don't love. You have never loved your sister. You have never loved your brother. You don't love them. That's why you feel that envy coming out of you. You feel that bitterness coming out of you over somebody's achievement. Let us try to develop love within ourselves. Let us force to love. Let us force ourselves. Let me ask you, if in your house, your parents, you didn't know each other, your parents gave birth to you, right from the day you started understanding, you've seen that person as your sister, as your brother, then a day comes you don't like, you don't want to see that person, you feel so bad about that person. How do I expect you to love somebody who is outside that home? Already you don't have love. You cannot deceive that you even have a friend. You don't have a friend. Why? Because this one, you've been with this person for a long time, but you are envious, you are bitter, you don't want anybody to talk about you, to talk to you. You don't have love at all concerning your life. So why I'm talking about this, all about this, is because the Holy Spirit convicted me. I felt what is happening, we don't have love. I felt need to speak about love. Let us develop a heart of love. God himself is love. These attributes of love are the ones that explain what love is. This is exactly what explains love is. Love does not boast. Many of us brag. We brag about our achievements, about others. And that's how we create enmity for ourselves. But before you brag, get to know that this person also doesn't want to live in that condition where she is or where he is. So as you yourself, you're boasting, you're bragging about your achievements over others, just get to know, just put yourself in that position and say, now, if it was me in the condition of that person, would I feel good if she comes and does what I'm doing right now? So some of us just cut ourselves off from the love of God. If God has blessed you, let us see your blessing. Let us see an overflow of blessing reaching those ones in need, those ones who don't have, your neighbors in the family. That's why you find a family with a big person is a tycoon, and the rest of others, he cannot help others, cannot help his siblings, just misbehaves. You even forget your parents and everything they put in you, they invested in you. You forget them. You say, that was their mandate to educate me. They were supposed to do that. You are too selfish. You're too much on yourself. But remember, this world, at least some things can teach us that we are short-lived here on earth. But during your stay here, how can you have love? How can you share what God has given you with others with love? How can you be good to others the time you've been here? It will be the greatest joy. But if you live alone, you do things that you just brag, let us come out of there. Let us train ourselves to develop some bit of love. Let us kill that thing that entered to fight love. God is love himself. Singing about love does not make somebody have love, or does not mean that somebody has love because he sang about that somebody. Somebody can come before you, sing how much he loves you so much. In a second, he has another wife there saying how he loves that one. Another time. No. Why? Because we don't enter into this true thing called love. We need to understand these attributes of love and try to practice these attributes of love on a daily basis. We are going to see ourselves having love that we do it. Love does not proud. It doesn't. If you're proud, wherever you are, that means you don't have love. Somebody talks to you and like, who is that one speaking? Then who is that? You're too much of yourself. That means you don't have this quality of love in you. God wants us to have love. God wants us, it is his nature. Remember, we are created in his own image. That means we have that portion of love that he is. He himself is full-time love. If he wasn't full-time love, my dear, we wouldn't be surviving. The things we've done to God are too many. And remember, for him, he sees everywhere. But remember also, you yourself, as you're there, just think about the many things you've done and God has spared you. Not because you're too beautiful, not because you're so good, not because you give him a lot, not because you pray to him a lot. He just spares you because he loves you. That's why he has not destroyed you. That's why he has not consumed you, because he still loves you. Even you hearing this message, because still God loves you. You can practice. Let me tell you, if people, if families start practicing these attributes of love, and if spouses practice these attributes of love, you will never see battles in families. You will never see even divorces. You won't see them, because people will be attributing, will be practicing love. Love is not rude. Are you rude somewhere? And you even say, people say, that man is rude. Oh, that man, he's tough, he's rude. He's rude. Stop being rude. That shows, it's one of the indicators that you have never had love in your life. Stop being rude. Don't consider yourself that for you don't understand, you cannot listen to others, you cannot give ear to other people's opinions. Stop thinking about that. The Bible says if you don't have love, you are nothing. Whoever you are, as long as you don't have love, you are nothing. That means if you're rude, you are nothing. If you're proud, you are nothing. If you're envious, you are nothing. If you're not kind, you're nothing. If you're not patient, you're nothing, because you don't have that love. Let us try to develop love in ourselves. The Bible says that love is not self-seeking. What am I meaning with this? What does this concept mean? Not self-seeking. Sometimes we do things because we are after something. Some people fall in love, and you find somebody's daughter, somebody's somebody's son. You come together, but each of you is on a deal. Your love is a deal, and once this deal fails, another takes off. Everyone takes off. That is not love. What should put people together as marrieds? There should be that concept of love. I know that we are in a deal. No, those things won't work out. The things won't work out. Now, if it is not self-seeking, then get dedicated to that love, to that person God has brought in your life. With the patience, with the kindness. Don't be rude. Don't be proud. You're going to find yourself, it is good. We can move together. We can continue together with that same person whom before you thought he was bad. For me, I'm connected to him just because we found ourselves in a party, just because he was putting on a nice suit. So we came together. That means when the suit goes away, or he's bad, he's no longer a good person. No, it's because he had some money, because he had to pay for me my fees. So we connected together. As long as the studies stop, that means you will take off. What I believe is that we can train ourselves to love by practicing the attributes of love. Not to engage somebody because you have your other hidden interests in that somebody. Let this thing become genuine. Not because you're looking for somebody from that person. Look for a relationship and build that relationship with cautiously observing these things. Don't get tired of being patient with that person, because remember, you don't know him, you don't know her, you did not grow together, you did not train in the same house. So many things are not going to, of course, directly work in a straight line. They won't, because each of you, there is a way you are nurtured. So because you love that person, you will try to understand, you will try to be patient with that person until things start matching, until you know the likes and dislikes of another, and each of you becomes compatible with the patience, and then you make it. But otherwise, what is disorganizing us in every part of life is that we don't have love, and we're not attributing these attributes of love. We are not practicing them. He said, love is not easily angered. Here let me talk about people who are too short-tempered. That means you don't have love. You don't take a second thought. Before you become so angry with that person, can you take a moment and think about those other bits of that person before you utter those big words against that person? Before you get a pang to cut that person? Before you decide to chase away that person, can you think about those other good things? The good side of that person? Because you love, you won't be easily angered to take that action that can cause damage to that person. You find women with cuts on their head. She was beaten and cut. By who? By the loved one. What is that? Is it because there was too much love? What's that? I don't think love will hurt, will cause hurting. To cut somebody's head, say, because I love you so much, that's why I've cut you. Imagine. So we need to stop being too angered. If you have that weakness of being short-tempered, you're too angered, you get people's clothes, you can burn them, you can do it, you're too short-tempered. Stop cutting. You start cutting the speed of your anger and cry to God, tell him, Lord, if you are short-tempered, I wouldn't survive in any way, even with my weaknesses. If you are too short-tempered, none of us on this world would survive. But the Bible says that you are slow to anger. God is slow to anger. He is slow. He takes time to be angry with us. He is slow. So it is one of his major characteristics because he's full of love. It is not in speed. He doesn't. He hears fast, slow to anger. Can you imagine? He doesn't quickly take action. Many of us become so burnt, we bounce and like we are, immediately things must stop me hitting up.